All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming back with some news that's, I guess, been swept under the rug. Once again, another Southern Wayne High School teacher has been accused and subsequently has resigned for inappropriate contact with a student. The man that you see pictured in the thumbnail is none other than Mr. Rolando Perez, or Rolando Perez, who apparently quit or resigned about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now, I scoured the internet for some information regarding this situation. This situation was relayed to me by someone, and then I confirmed it with another source who actually works at the school. So the picture that I got was from an article dated in 2018. And that is when the Rolando Perez, and this one it has Rolando Perez Velasquez, received an award while he was a student at Mount Olive College. And this article reads, Rolando Perez Velasquez of Dudley received the W. Burkett Raper Religion Student of the Year. Perez Velasquez is a senior religion major. The W. Burkett Raper Student in Religion is given to an outstanding graduating student on the basis of academic excellence. This award is given in honor of Dr. W. Burkett Raper, president of Mount Olive College from 1954 to 1995. So evidently, Mr. Perez was a senior student at the time of this award, and that would be in 2018. So I imagine he would be somewhere around, 25, 26, 27, 28, somewhere in that range. However, it was relayed to me that Mr. Perez apparently sent some inappropriate text messages to a student at Southern Wayne High. And in this individual student, and I won't say female or male because of course these days you never know, but this individual student reported the messages. Now, I don't know if the student reported the messages to their parent or school officials. However, the individual who alerted me to the situation said that Mr. Perez quit before they could either fire him or arrest him. Now, because of the age of consent in North Carolina is the age of 16, it is hard to get a conviction on, the, I guess, statutory side of this offense. However, because Mr. Perez is a teacher and the individual person receiving the text messages is a student, that is still a crime. The teacher is supposed to have no inappropriate contact with a student at the time. Now, if you remember a couple of months back, later in last year, there was another teacher. I think his name was Hunter Grantham, and you can go back and watch the video. There was another Southern Wayne High School teacher who was actually charged and dismissed from his job because of a similar incident regarding a student. So now we have this Mr. Rolando Perez Velasquez, as it says here. Now, I hope this is the gentleman because, like I said, I've scoured the internet looking for information for a Rolando Perez. However, that was the only information that I found, and that's where I got the picture from this article. So you guys tell me in the comments, is that the teacher who was formerly a teacher at Southern Wayne High School and was removed? Now, this has become a common theme in the Wayne County public school system. I think that there has to be evidently a better vetting process because, this is once again becoming all too common an occurrence uh, in this county. Now, granted, you can never tell, what a person is or they are not coming out, I guess, of college and getting into these positions. But this seems to be occurring all too frequently in this area. Now, also, there was a additional complaint concerning the principal of this school, a Miss Karen Rogers. Now, Karen Rogers is the principal, but according to this individual source, they said the principal is never at work. She is either sick, on vacation, or, in quotation marks, has several unplanned meetings. And they said that parents and students and staff have complained all the time, but there has nothing been done as of yet. Now, once again, I don't know if the parents and staff and students are complaining to the school board. And of course, the school board is very laxed, if I may use that word, in disciplining or removing principals who are not up to par in their performance. What they are very well versed in is shuffling these principals around. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Miss Rogers was shuffled around from another school in the district only a couple of years ago. And you want to correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't dive too much into that article, but when I looked up her name, it was placed in an article saying, several principals have been reassigned or assigned to new schools. So I am going to keep an eye, and of course, there's no news articles about this situation with Mr. Perez because he was not arrested. But once again, I think that the public should be alerted to these matters, whether there is an arrest or whether there was a firing. In this case, it seems that neither has happened. But if the public is not aware, there may have been other students that Mr. Perez may have tried to solicit in this manner and even been successful in his endeavors. But without an expose or without revealing this incident to the public, then how are parents, students, and staff supposed to know or investigate if, in fact, there are other claims of inappropriate behavior on behalf of Mr. Perez in regards to other students? So I think this is once again another disingenuous tactic of, incidents being swept under the rug, not addressed publicly, and therefore, there leads a gateway to other incidents of this magnitude happening without the correct addressing of such issues. So if you have any information that you do want to add to this story, once again, as always, my number is 919-587-7782. You can call me direct. Once again, all callers and informative patrons will remain anonymous, so you don't have to worry about anybody retaliating upon you for sharing information that the public is deemed necessary to know. But yet and still, feel free, because we know that, these things happen more often than not. But, evidently, there has been some type of covering up of this incident. Like I said, this happened, 3 weeks ago. And I actually called Southern Wayne High School. And I called Southern Wayne High School and I asked who was the principal. And the lady was real nice. She told me who the principal was. But I also asked is there a Rolando Perez who teaches there? And the lady informed me, no, if there was, but he doesn't work from the school system, for the school system anymore. And I was, you know, brave enough to ask how long ago did this happen? Did he resign? And she told me about 2 or 3 weeks ago, which fits the timeline that this individual relayed the information to me. Now, I didn't go as far as asking what were the circumstances, because I'm pretty sure that the lady was not going to give me those details. But if you guys want to know, I implore you to call the school board, call the schools, and ask about these incidents if you have a student that goes to Southern Wayne High School. And ask also, why was not the parents or the public alerted to this situation? So, and you know, I'm surprised that the lady answered my call. Every time I call a school, I don't know if my name or number shows up on the caller ID or my voice is that distinct, but sometimes they say, well, no, Mr. Taylor, I can't give you any information. So luckily this time that was not the case. So we're going to keep an eye on this. And once again, I implore anybody who has a student at Southern Wayne High School and who has not been informed of this situation to call the school board, call whoever you feel necessary. Because once again, if I had a child who went to that school and something of this magnitude has happened, I would definitely want to be informed myself. Nevertheless, peace, blessings, and happiness to all. Y'all have a blessed evening.